So I'm here with Stanford Fraser, and he is suggesting a very exciting opportunity of having mobile crisis units in vans who can respond to many of the many of the circumstances that 911 calls get that do not require actual police as the first responders. So Stanford, tell me about what would happen on the side of the dispatchers, the 911 call center, in order to find out what kind of responders they should be sending.
That's a really good question. So in other cities, most of the time, they do this through their regular 911 system, right? So the dispatchers are responsible. And there's certain questions they ask, right? The most obvious, do they have a weapon, right? A knife or a firearm or something of that nature? If the answer is yes, then it's pretty clear that you're probably going to send police officers and not these mobile crisis response units. But sometimes, it's a family member saying, hey, I have a person that maybe is autistic, or I have a person who's bipolar and they're having an episode today and they're unarmed. I think that's probably an easy circumstance where you send, all right, let's send the mobile crisis unit. I think, if you ever watched a TV show, a movie, or a TV show that have like police officers, different codes, like this is just a disorderly, or this is a, this domestic thing in progress. So I think they have it divided in certain codes, like a disorderly outside, no weapons, or you can send that. A domestic incident between two people at a household, maybe you need to send police officers. So they categorize them, and then there's a little bit of the dispatchers, a little bit of an art, have to be able to ask certain questions and kind of in the moment make a decision.
And would you interact this or interweave this with existing like EMT units like the fire department has, or other social work activities that are ongoing?
Yes, definitely. So I know in Denver, Colorado, and other Colorado cities that have expanded at this program after the success in Denver, they have 2 people in it, but some places have 3 people in these vans or these units. And yes, it's usually, you can have an EMT, you have like a paramedic, maybe someone trained from the fire department, maybe like a nurse, right? And like a social worker, or that type of group, right? Or maybe it's just a paramedic and a nurse, or maybe it's just a social worker and a paramedic. So those are the type of, because social workers, they can help you sign, they can maybe get you into a shelter, they can maybe help you sign up. There's, food stamps, Medicaid, they can help you sign up for certain government forms. A nurse or a paramedic, they can help if, you're experiencing an overdose, or they can help diagnose a health issue. A nurse is like, oh, this might be a mental health episode. I can help, do a quick diagnosis so we know what type of services to give you in this moment. And the same thing with the paramedic, if you're experiencing like a very, intense health crisis and you need that type of service. So it's about mixing and matching those fields of people. And hey, maybe people of Prince George's County say, actually, besides a social worker, we need X or we need Y as part of these units. And I'm definitely open to that conversation.
That's great.